A tempestuous wind howled across the primordial world, whipping the churning seas into a frenzy. High atop Mount Olympus, a colossal figure, cloaked in shadow, surveyed his domain Cronus, the Titan Lord. His reign, etched in fear and tyranny, gripped the cosmos in an iron fist. A chilling prophecy echoed in the desolate halls of his palace: one of his children would usurp his throne. Driven by paranoia, Cronus devised a monstrous solution. As each of his children, Hestia, Poseidon, Hades, Demeter, Hera, emerged from their mother Rhea's womb, he swallowed them whole, their cries muffled by his booming laughter. Hope seemed lost, swallowed along with the young deities. But Rhea, her heart ablaze with defiance, refused to accept this cruel fate. When she became pregnant with her 6th child, a tremor of rebellion coursed through her veins. Under the cover of a moonless night, she fled to the idyllic island of Crete, seeking refuge in a hidden grotto. There, amidst the whispering leaves and the gentle caress of the Aegean breeze, she gave birth to Zeus. Nurtured by nymphs and shielded from Cronus's ravenous hunger, Zeus grew into a magnificent young man. Strength crackled in his every movement, and his eyes, the color of a summer sky before a storm, held a simmering power. Rhea, burdened with the secret of his true lineage, knew the time for action was drawing near. Guided by whispers on the wind and a burning desire for justice, Zeus ventured to the realm of Metis, the wise Titan goddess. With her cunning counsel, they hatched a daring plan. Metis brewed a potent potion, its aroma swirling with the promise of revolution. Disguised as a simple offering, the concoction was presented to Cronus, who, consumed by his insatiable hunger for power, gulped it down without a second thought. A terrible convulsion seized the Titan Lord. Reverberations shook the very foundations of the world as Cronus belched forth his devoured children, one by one, whole and enraged. A storm of epic proportions erupted, the heavens clashing with the earth in a battle that would redefine the fate of the cosmos. The Titanomachy, the war of the gods, raged for 10 long years. The ground trembled beneath the thunderous footfalls of the Titans, and the sky wept with the echoes of their battle cries. Zeus, channeling the righteous fury of his siblings, emerged as a relentless force. Wielding a thunderbolt forged in the heart of the storm, he unleashed bolts of crackling energy, each one a testament to his burgeoning power. One by one, the Titans fell. Atlas, condemned to hold the weight of the heavens on his shoulders for eternity. Prometheus, chained to a rock, his liver eternally devoured by an eagle as punishment for his defiance. And finally, Cronus himself was banished to the depths of Tartarus, a realm of eternal torment. With the dust settling and the cries of war fading into an uneasy silence, Zeus claimed the heavens as his domain, becoming the king of the newly formed Olympian pantheon. He established a fragile peace, dividing the cosmos amongst his siblings Poseidon, the ruler of the seas Hades, the lord of the underworld Demeter, the goddess of harvest Hera, his sister and now his queen, who would preside over marriage and family. But peace, as Zeus soon discovered, was a fleeting concept. The monstrous Gaia, Earth Mother, fueled by her children's defeat, unleashed a series of attacks to challenge the new order. The Gigantes, towering giants born from her rage, stormed Mount Olympus, only to be met with Zeus's thunderous wrath. Typhon, a fearsome creature with 100 serpent heads, rose from the depths of the earth, spewing venom and chaos, before being subdued by Zeus's unwavering power. Even the arrogant twin brothers, the Aloidae, who dared to scale Mount Olympus and topple the new king, met their demise at Zeus's hand. Despite his victories, a darkness lurked within Zeus. Power, once a tool for liberation, began to corrupt him. His heart, once resolute with righteous anger, became susceptible to the whispers of desire. He embarked on a string of affairs, both with goddesses and mortals, leaving a wake of broken hearts and fractured loyalties. He seduced Metis, only to swallow her whole when a prophecy foretold their son would one day overthrow him. From his own head, born in a thunderous display of power, emerged Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. His union with Hera produced children like Ares, the god of war, and Hephaestus, the master smith, yet his wandering eye never truly settled on her. Leto. the gentle Titan goddess, bore him the divine twins Apollo and Artemis. He disguised himself as a bull to lure away Europa, a mortal princess who would become the mother of his sons. Danae, a princess locked away in a tower, received his unwanted affections in the form of a golden shower, birthing the legendary hero Perseus. Even a young Trojan prince, Ganymede, captured Zeus's fleeting fancy, becoming his cupbearer on Mount Olympus. But the most tragic tale, the one that perhaps best embodied the duality of Zeus's character, was his love for the mortal Semele. Consumed by a forbidden desire, Zeus visited her in disguise. Blinded by love, Semele yearned to see him in his true form, a sight no mortal could withstand. Zeus, torn between his love and the knowledge of the consequences, reluctantly agreed. As his godly essence filled the room, Semele was consumed by the very power that ignited her passion. In her death throes, she gave birth to Dionysus, the god of wine and festivity, who was then sewn into Zeus's thigh until he was ready to be born. Zeus, racked with guilt and grief, cradled the infant Dionysus, a bittersweet reminder of his reckless love. The heavens themselves seemed to mourn Semele's fate, with a storm of unparalleled fury mirroring the turmoil within the king of the gods. Despite his victories and conquests, Zeus remained a prisoner of his own desires. He was a king who had brought order to the cosmos, yet a lover who sowed chaos in the hearts of both gods and mortals. His reign, a tapestry woven with threads of power, justice and betrayal, became a cautionary tale for all who dared to wield the thunderbolt. The question lingered, a storm cloud forever hanging over Mount Olympus. Would Zeus, the architect of a new era, become the very force that would bring about its downfall?